how's the bride-to-be?
A little shaky.
Second thoughts?
No, at least none that will change my mind.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just with everyone telling me I'm making a mistake. Never mind. Oh, you look gorgeous. Is it new?
In honor of the occasion, I just picked it up from my tailor.
What how?
The man does fit well. It's the latest English cut.
Yes, and the new thin tie, it's handsome.
And to complete the Roger Coleridge Esquire look, a genuine English umbrella.
Roger, it isn't raining.
Oh, you are hopeless, my dear. The umbrella has endless possibilities. I could be in a restaurant where the service is very poor. I reach out, hook the waiter by the ankle.
Or the waitress.
As the case may be. It's excellent for hailing taxis. Cabby!
Wonderful.
Warding off would-be muggers.
Terrific. Let me see this. Oh, this is elegant.
Don't you dare.
I just wanted to see what it looked like opened.
Opened? Faith, one never opens an English umbrella.
Why not?
Observe. Its elegance, so thin, so tightly rolled.
Yes.
Well, if you unfurl it, you'll never get it that way again. You could never roll it that tightly, and it would lose its effect.
And Roger, what happens if by chance it rains?
You get inside as quickly as possible.
Oh, terrific. I don't think you're being fair there. I mean, who's going to look at the bride?
My little sister. The bride-to-be. Faith.
Don't. Just don't. I'm marrying Tom this evening in the parlor. It's right. It's what we both want.
But are you marrying him for the right reasons? All right, I had my say about the wedding. And I won't put you through that again. It's just that I wish that...
What?
I wish that you would talk to Pat before you go through with it.
There is nothing to talk to Pat about.
Fog's cleared. We'll be docking in a few minutes.
What about the airplanes?
They tell me they're running right on schedule.
Honey, please. Please, do we have to go home so early? I really don't think it's fair.
Big kid for 9 years of age. I think I got Frank Ryan and the rest of the kids all finished off, you know. And...
This one was some bully, let me tell you.
So that Sunday afternoon after school, Frank's waiting for me, you know, and we just get out of Mary's sister Elizabeth's line of sight. He taps me on the shoulder, you know, and I turn around. Wham! He lays me out with one punch.
I was coaching him on that all weekend.
That's right. You know, so half the kids, by the time I got myself together, half the kids are all around Frank and they're cheering him on. I think it would have been a goner if Father McShane hadn't come along.
Oh, I don't think homicide was what Frank had in mind. He was just trying to give you back a little of your own, Bobby.
I know. No more than I deserved.
Yeah.
I tell you, though, from that time on...
You were buddies?
Not exactly, no. But I knew Frank was somebody to contend with, you know, and I steered clear of him till the next year we were on the same football team, and we got to be pals. Have been ever since.
Then, you probably know as well as anybody what makes him run, huh?
Frank? I never really thought about it.
Well, I think he's got this drive. Right. I mean, he's always, mind you, been a winner.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in school, in the police academy.
Oh, the police force?
I know he got a couple of medals.
Yeah, and he deserved them, too.
Would you say that he's naturally competitive?
I guess so, yeah.
Well, why shouldn't he be? Seems like a perfectly reasonable trait for a successful politician.
Yeah, sure. I just wonder how far it goes. That's all.
I bet finally you're not planning to work him over in your column like you did 2 years ago, are you?
Johnny, don't worry, huh? Not only are Frank and I brothers-in-law now, but I want to see him in the Senate, okay?
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
You know, Jack, he's tough, but he's fair, if that's what you're driving at.
I don't think he's capable of any dirty tricks to win.
No. So, in other words, he's perfect in the eyes of his da, huh?
I never said that. What are you driving at anyway, huh?
Just curiosity. Reporter's instinct, that's all. You know, running for the Senate is not the same ball game as a city council. And Ray Woodard is quite a wheeler-dealer, from what I understand.
So?
So he's gonna have to make some hard decisions down the road.
Well, I think Frank's capable of that, Jack.
Of course he is. Look, I never said my son was a candidate for sainthood. I never said that about any of my children. I know you think that your daughter's perfect.
Your granddaughter is a little young to have developed any faults.
I'm with you all the way on that. Of course, there could be genetic faults from his side of the family.
Hey, listen, you guys, I envy you both. Kids are great, right?
That's right.
Ryan is.
Yeah. I tell you something, I just can't get over the fact that my kids are different, one from the other.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah. Now, you take Frank. Frank is the go-getter. He's tough. He's bright. Loaded with charm. Now, Pat doesn't bowl people over the way Frank does, but in his own way, he gets closer to them. He likes to help people. He always has. Well, he always likes to have a good time. He likes to sing. He likes to dance. At least he used to.
Yeah, the girls are all pretty different, too.
Yeah, you better believe that. Kathleen. Kathleen is the homebody. She's got exactly the kind of life she's always wanted. Swell house, 2 great kids, a nice, steady husband.
No, they don't come any steadier in art.
Now, Mary may not have as much good judgment as Kathleen, but she's always had a little more life, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's for sure.
She's independent. She's stubborn.
Yeah, I'll grant you that.
But if you've got Mary Ryan in your corner, baby...
You got a good thing going.
Yeah. And then there's Siobhan.
Oh, there sure is.
Now, Bobby, what's the matter with you now? Just because you have always been sweet on Mary is that it's all right. Now, Jack knows all about that. Is no reason for you to knock Siobhan.
Yes, I'd say, Jack, that's Siobhan. She gets to people one way or another.
I see.
How can you see? You've never even met the girl. Siobhan is... well, she's different. Well, all our kids, Jack, have given us a great deal of pleasure over the years. And a little pain. But, of course, you haven't been a father long enough to quite understand that. Which reminds me, Jack, when are you and Mary going to start on the rest of your family? What? Well, you're not going to stop with one daughter, are you? I mean, an only child.
Johnny, why don't you
just... Excuse me. Hello, Ryan. Yeah, what? She's what? Oh, for the... Siobhan.
What?
She's in jail!
Patty, the cruise isn't over. Now, I don't think it's fair to leave now.
Fair. Delia, I know you're sick. Don't talk to me about fair.
Well, it's not fair.
Fair to who? To Mother and Da, who thought they were being generous by giving you their trip because it might help you get your sight
No,
back.
they didn't give that trip to me. They gave the trip to you because they know that you needed the rest.
Yeah, well, I still do. Only I'm not going to sit around and pretend that everything's okay between us, that you haven't lied about everything
Patty,
from the word go. You had to
to.
what? You had to fake being blind. You had to scheme and manipulate and trick me into going on this trip. You had to take advantage of my parents.
Okay, I know I did all those things, okay? And I'm ashamed.
At this point, guilt doesn't help. You're a sick person. I'm taking you home where you can get treatment.
I'm not a sick person. I'm not sick. I'm miserable.
That is your sickness, thinking that being sad gives you license to do terrible, damaging things.
Don't you have any charity for me?
charity isn't what you need, Delia.
I know what I need. I know I need one more day. The last day of the cruise. Now, can't you do that much for me?
Talk to Pat, Faith. Wait for Pat, Faith. Well, you never know. In the year 2000, they may break up, and you want to be there waiting, don't you, Faith?
Faith, I don't think it's going to take that long. Pat and Delia are on the verge of a breakup. I'm sure of it.
That may be your fantasy for your purposes, but it's no help to me, Roger.
Look, honey, I'm sorry. It's just that I am concerned about you, that's all. Now, I know that I haven't been the best of big brothers.
But you're the only one I've got.
Right. I lay awake last night trying to figure out how Dad would have handled the situation. And I know that he would not approve of a marriage of convenience.
Well, it's hardly that. Roger, I care about Tom very much. And in a way, I love him, and he loves me. Now, this relationship has not been platonic. I thought I made that clear.
Yes, but marriage...
Marriage is the only possible solution if he wants to stay in this country. If he wants to stay alive. And now you're bringing up Dad.
Honey, come here.
I know you mean well.
Faith, I was trying to think of how Dad would handle the situation once he knew that you had your mind made up.
And?
Dad trusted your judgment. I think he would have tried to be very supportive. Now, I know that I can't be a substitute for him. Hey, I'll try my best.
Thank you.
You know, maybe I should have a talk with that young man of yours, O'Brien?
No, his name's Desmond now, for keeps.
All right, Desmond, then. Desmond, do you realize what a precious person we Coleridges are entrusting to you?
I'm touched, really I am. But I don't think it's necessary. Roger, Tom loves me. And he wants this marriage to work more than anything. And so do I.
And I want good things for you both. Happy wedding day.
Thank you. You know, it's not really the wedding I had planned or dreamed about. But it's a lovely day. The champagne's on ice, Maeve's making the cake, and I'm gathered by my family.
Faith, I was wondering, since Dad can't be here for you, would you like it if I gave you away?
Steve, I wanted to know.
Eat it now.
Call 866-523-7563.
30 days? How can they do that? Listen, who is this anyway?
My name's Arthur Wilson, Mr. Ryan. I'm a friend of Siobhan's, and I'm also an attorney for the Legal Aid Society.
Oh, I see. Well, look, I'm sorry for yelling at you. Let's have the worst of it. How could they lock her up?
Well, they didn't. Not exactly. Did you hear about the teacher strike?
Yes, I did.
Well, Siobhan and the others were arrested for ignoring an injunction to go back to work.
But 30 days?
Not then. Not then. But Siobhan decided that she was going to make an example of the case, so she refused to pay the $25 token fine, which resulted in a 30-day sentence.
Oh, for the love of...
And now she's threatening to go on a hunger strike.
Well, huh? If you want to know what I think, I feel sorry for her jailers.
Mr. Ryan, I wouldn't be surprised if they took up a collection and paid the fine themselves just to get her the heck out of there.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Siobhan refused to get out. Listen. Listen, please do me a favor, and why don't you give me the phone number out there and the exact address, so if we can't reach her by phone, I can wire or send her a letter or something, all right?
I'm telling you, Jack, it's just like Siobhan. I mean, she's been in trouble since she was a little girl. You know, in high school, she once got in trouble running an underground newspaper.
Annunciation High School?
That's right, you bet. Yeah, I think the whole thing was about school uniforms or something, but After the Mother Superior put her out of business, Siobhan called her a black shirt and a book burner and showed up at the May procession wearing blue jeans. May was furious. Ooh. Johnny, he would never come out and say she was wrong. He's always had a soft spot for Siobhan.
Two of a kind. Always looking for an argument, right? Well, you don't think I should come out then?
Not now, anyway.
Oh. Well, okay. In the meantime, will you just tell her that we love her a lot? And you call, let me know if there's anything we can do to help, all right?
Well, there is one thing you could do, Mr. Ryan. When you do talk to Siobhan, you might mention that a law school graduate who is at the head of his class on the law review and has a year's clerkship with a state Supreme Court judge is usually considered a pretty good catch.
Hey, listen to me, young man. If you want to stay in the running, I would not look for an endorsement from the girl's parents. Well, listen, thanks very much for calling, and goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Ryan.
I didn't want a word out of either of yous.
I guess, she's not coming home this week.
No, I guess not. Well, she's always been high-spirited.
Oh, Johnny, come on. She's been more than that. Look, I think it's a darn good idea she's not coming home right now. If there's anybody who could put a monkey wrench in Frank's campaign, it's Siobhan.
And why would she do that? To her own brother?
Johnny, you know Siobhan. I know you're always defending her.
I am not defending Siobhan. I never have any more than I have any of my other kids. Now, we don't know all the facts. They're not in yet. And until they are, I, for one, am reserving judgment. If I were you, I would, too.
Sorry, baby daughter sounds a little Looney Tunes to me.
Now, listen, Finelli, don't you start up. Now, all the information you happen to have on Siobhan, you get from Mary, and she does not happen to be an unbiased source.
Oh, but you are, Johnny, right? You are, huh?
Give me away? You mean as in who giveth this woman to be married to this man?
Precisely. And then I stepped forward.
With a flourish of your English umbrella.
No, but I do step forward very proudly and say, I do. Now, I know that this is a new era of independence, liberation, and all that, and nobody can really give you away but yourself. But I think it's a lovely old ritual, and at heart, you're an old-fashioned girl.
Yes, I am. And thank you. I would love to have you give me away.
Splendid. Oh, and I'm also available for any other official functions, presiding over the champagne, providing transportation for the Honorable Judge Morris, and anything else.
Actually, everything is under control. The flowers are coming this afternoon, and I'm going to have someone come and help in the kitchen.
And you say Maeve is making the cake?
Right. She's making a homemade nut and fruit cake. And she's baking a lucky token inside, so the one who gets the piece with the lucky token
breaks their teeth.
Oh.
And what are you wearing?
It's a deep, dark secret.
Well, not to you, I hope.
No, not since yesterday. You'll like it, I promise.
Oh, I have no doubts about that.
Let's see. Judge Morse will be here at 6 sharp. And we have instructions to get on with it right away because he is a busy man.
So in approximately 8 hours, I will be addressing you as Mrs. Tom Desmond.
That's right.
Eddie, this is all wrong. We shouldn't go home now. We should take this last day, and we should just start out from where we are.
Dee, I told you there's no point.
Yes, there is. There is a tremendous point. We haven't really been honest with each other. Look, I know I've done a lot of terrible things. I know loving you is no excuse, but I don't think that you've been exactly honest with me either. Now, you said that you love me. You said that I made you happy. Now, you know you did. Patty, you said you love me, and I believed you.
Dee, there is a kind of love that I have for you, but it hasn't been good for either one of us.
How can love be bad? I don't understand that. I always thought the best way for you to love me was if you felt that I needed you. Okay, well, I tried to stop. I realized that you're tired of that, so I tried to stop. I just couldn't.
For whatever I've done to promote your sickness, Delia. I'm truly sorry. But I'm not doing it anymore.
Wait a minute, I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you for anything, okay? I'm just asking you to stay here just one more day, and we could fix it, okay? I love you. I love you very much, and I know I can change.
You won't be able to change without help.
Your help.
Not mine. Professional help, therapy. You're in trouble, Dee. Can't you see that?
My husband is leaving me. My family hates me. I don't know what a doctor is supposed to... Okay, look. Whatever you want. I'll see Dr. Pagano. I'll see him every day. I'll tell him everything.
Does Al know you can see? Were you at least honest with him?
No, I didn't. I didn't tell him because I was afraid that he was going to tell you. Look, I'm asking you for one more day, okay? I love you. I have spent my whole life loving you. I don't know what difference one day could make.
We're docking. You coming?
No.
Okay. You can stay right here. Come home whenever you like.
Patty! Patty!
Spend breakfast in bed with SoapNet. Sleep in, curl up, and check out with back-to-back episodes of One Tree Hill and Beverly Hills 90210. Breakfast in bed, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday on SoapNet.